The atomic decision, the day the world changed forever. It was the year 1945. The world had been at war for 6 long years. Cities were in ruins, nations were exhausted, and millions of lives had already been lost. But in the final months of the conflict, something extraordinary was happening, a project so secret that even many leaders didn't know it existed. Far away in the deserts of America, scientists worked day and night on something that could end the war once and for all. It was called the Manhattan Project, a scientific effort to create a new kind of energy, one that could release unimaginable power. On a quiet morning in July 1945, the first test was conducted. The desert sky lit up brighter than the sun itself. The observers stood in silence, realizing that they had changed the future of humanity. One scientist whispered, "Now we are all connected with history forever." Soon after, a difficult question reached the desk of President Harry Truman. The war with Japan was still ongoing, and every day meant more lives lost. Truman was told that this new weapon could bring the war to an immediate end, but at a terrible cost. He faced a decision that no human being had ever faced before. Finally, the order was given. In early August, a single aircraft flew across the sky carrying the most powerful device ever made. Within seconds of release, an entire city vanished into silence. 3 days later, another followed. And just like that, the war was over. The fighting had stopped, but something far greater had begun. The world had entered the atomic age. A new kind of fear spread, the fear of power no one could control. In the years that followed, 2 superpowers emerged, the United States and the Soviet Union. Each began building more powerful versions of the same technology, not for peace, but for protection. The race for dominance had started, and the shadow of global tension covered the planet. For decades, the world balanced on the edge of destruction. From the cold standoffs of Europe to silent submarines under the sea, the threat was always present. A single misunderstanding could have changed everything. Yet through it all, there were moments of courage that went unseen, leaders who refused to press buttons, officers who questioned false alarms, people who chose calm over chaos. Those quiet decisions saved our world more than once. Today, the same energy still exists, hidden beneath oceans, stored in silos, watched by silent systems. But the real story isn't about the weapon. It's about the lesson it taught humanity. That knowledge without wisdom is dangerous, and that true strength lies not in destruction, but in restraint. The atomic decision did end a war, but it also reminded us that the greatest challenge for humankind will always be learning how to live with the power it creates.